What's going on, YouTube? Today's video is something special. I've recently started to think about all the great nicknames that MLB players have had, past and present. Hammer and Hank, the Great Bambino, Iron Horse, the Kid, just to name a few. And it gave me the bright idea to make a team build of legendary players that are not currently playing in the MLB based on nicknames. Let's take a look at the team and we'll walk through them together. So here's what the team's looking like. Leading off, we got the Wizard himself, Ozzie Smith, playing short. The Kid, Ken Griffey Jr. playing right field. The Commerce Comet, Mickey Mantle batting third, playing center. The Great Bambino himself, Babe Ruth batting fourth, playing first. Hammer and Hank Aaron following behind Babe, playing second base. Mr. October, Reggie Jackson in the sixth spot, playing left. Chipper Jones, whose nickname is actually Chipper because his real name's Larry, in case you didn't know, batting seventh. Ivan Pudge Rodriguez batting eighth, and on the bump, the Iron Horse himself, Walter Johnson. And not only is our starting guys all have crazy nicknames, but also our bench players. We got Stan the Man Musial, the Say Hey Kid Willie Mays, Eddie the Brookfield Bomber, Mike the Pizza Man Piazza, and Lou the Iron Horse Gary. Our bullpen as well. You got Wags, you got Raleigh Fingers, whose nickname is actually Raleigh, Rich Gossage, Goose, as majority of people know him as. Dennis Eckersley goes by Eck. You know, some of these nicknames are real simple. It's just an abbreviation. Mariano Rivera, the Sandman. Trevor Hoffman, whose nickname is just Hoff. Aroldis Chapman, the Cuban Missile. Now, some of you may be like, hey, whoa, Aroldis Chapman's still playing. Well, technically, he's not signed, so I'm just going to go ahead and slide him on in there. And then Troy Percival, Percy. So let's take a look and see what this squad can do in rank. All right, so here we go. Here's the matchup. We will be facing FG only, the Atlanta Big Daddies. Lefty Grove have not faced him. Andrew McCutchen, Babe Ruth, Brian Reynolds, Jameer Candelario, Chipper Jones, Jorge Polanco, Adley, and George Brett. Let's see what we got, man. Let's see what this team can do. Let's see where we're gonna be playing at today. Laughing Mountain. So we're at Laughing Mountain either way. All right. Jammy. All right, well, we don't do right by Ozzy as first AB. It's all right, though. He'll get at least two more coming up. All right, now for one of my favorite cards of the year so far, Ken Griffey Jr. This card literally will not leave my God Squad. His swing is amazing. All right, way early swing on a 96-mile-an-hour cutter. Mickey, the Commerce Comet. I'm really curious where that nickname comes from. I will say this Mickey Mantle card has definitely started coming around the corner for me as of late. First started using him, there was something about a swing. I just couldn't get the timing down, but he's definitely starting to come around for me, and he's definitely earned his spot in the 3 and 4 slot on my God Squad. All right, ball four. So we got a 2-out walk, and that's going to bring Babe Ruth, the Great Bambino himself, up to the plate. And Babe Ruth, we have liftoff, ladies and gentlemen. Babe Ruth deep into the night, and just like that, 2-0 thanks to a walk by Mickey Mantle, and then Babe Ruth just sitting on it on the inside. 477, blown out to right. The Great Bambino strikes again. You know, there's a reason. You know, it must have been the hot dogs, whatever, but here we are. Mr. Hank Aaron, man, this card is really good. The fact that he can play everywhere is awesome. You know, he can pretty much play every position on the infield, play the outfield. His versatility is great. You know, he can definitely fill that hole in your lineup if you're looking for one. Hank's gonna 2-out single to left, line drive through the infield. Reggie Jackson, Mr. October, famous for all his postseason antics. Blown by me. It's all right though. We did get 2 in the top of the first thanks to a Mickey Mantle walk and a Babe Ruth 2-run shot. The cool thing about Walter is he has the double outlier. So he has outlier on his fastball and outlier on the sinker, which I believe he's the only card in the game that has double outlier. Quickly down in the count, 2-0. All right, we give up a leadoff single to Kutch. Man, that Andrew McCutchen card, even though he's been out for, I think he was the second collection to come out after George Brett, his swing is so short and so compact that he gets around to pitches even if you get fooled on the speed. All right, we got a possible 2-ball. Larry, aka Chipper, with the double play. Just like that, we go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. Nice scoreless inning from Walter right there. Just what we need. Going into the top of the second, let's see if we can build some more momentum, get some more runs here. Typically, you'll find like a lot of your pitchers, a lot of your opponents that you face, they get into a rhythm when they're pitching, right? They usually like to repeat the same kind of pitching action. As Chipper gets underneath that one, skies it to center field, just slightly underneath it with a PCI. He doesn't. He stays out. Pudge lines it to short. A diving attempt off his chest. Don't know if that's going to be a base hit or an error. Infield single, I'll take it. So Pudge is on with a 1-out single. All right, now Walter Johnson's up. Don't expect a whole lot from Walter here. Maybe we can get a little base hit here. Oh, Walter Johnson doing it on the mound and at the plate. Ah, man, I rolled over. I don't think that's going to be two. Nope, it's not. All right, slow developing double play there. They only get one. That leaves the door open for Ken Griffey here. Man, that was a bad pitch to swing at. So I might try to stay a little bit inside here, just kind of pitch to that shift. And that's another thing that, you know, you can do. If you notice your infield has a shift on and you throw away from the shift, you know, you could get burned. You could give up that gross little double, that little fluke down the line. It just kind of dribbles and just rolls forever. And meanwhile, the runners are just running, you know, so kind of keep that in mind as you're pitching. You know, if you see your defense, which is why I personally like using this view for pitching and not the behind the pitcher view, it allows you to see if your defense goes into that shift. And if it does, pitch towards the shift. You know, if they're playing a pull side, make sure you pitch where the hitter pulls. So quickly 2 down here. We bring up Adley right down the middle of the plate, and that's going to get chopped through the infield for a single. All right, we'll go change up in the bottom corner. If it hits a spot, great. If not, ball 4. Brings up his pitcher to the plate. See what we can do here. There we go. Big strike 3. We leave the bases loaded in the second. We take our 2-run lead into the top of the third. All right, Babe Ruth up. Last time up, hit a 2-run shot. Let's see if we can get something else out of him. Babe hits that ball hard, man. Is it going to carry? Nope, that's going to die at the warning track. Man, 2 swings that could have gone either way, and they both end up being pop-outs to center. Oh, that ball's crushed. Hammering Hank Aaron, just swinging the lumber. Solo shot to left center field. Just what we needed with 2 outs in the inning. That ball goes 452, and now we're up 3-0. All right. Just a non-competitive at-bat on my part. Go down swinging, but we do get another run thanks to Hammer and Hank Aaron. Back up the middle. Man, this Kutch card. The Kutch is really good. So Kutch is 2 for 2 on the day. I just can't seem to get around him. All right, can't get him. All right, Brian Reynolds, a little bit quicker, but we did get him to double up in the first inning. So let's see if we can get him to roll over again for me. He does hit a ball on the ground. However, it is through the 6 hole. So that'll be 2 runners on with 1 out. That ball's down. Ken Griffey takes a long time to get rid of that ball. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. It kind of handcuffed him a little bit coming up on it, and it just took that extra second and a half to go through the animation of letting that ball go. That's super unfortunate. I feel like that was a bang-bang play. He comes up throwing. I definitely feel like we get him at the plate there. All right, now he goes down the left field line. That's going to score 1, if not 2. Depends on how quick we can get this ball in. Reggie's taking his time. We do have a perfect throw, but I don't think it's going to be in time. It's not. So we have a tie ball game, 3-3, and just like that, he's put a couple good swings together here, and we are tied up. Oh, man. Yeah, it's that momentum effect, man. When you start scoring runs in this game, you'll start to notice that, like, when you start getting things going your way in an inning, like you start stringing a couple hits together, start scoring a couple runs, the floodgates really tend to open sometimes. Oh, wow. Raleigh comes in and gives up a home run as well. Solo shot from George Brett. Wow, just like that, tables a turn. You know, the momentum's definitely going his way here. Got to try to get this third out here. Can't give up a fluke hit to a pitcher because that's really going to kind of snowball into a lot of bad things. Let's go ahead and get this third out. Let's not flip the lineup over. Let's not let Kutch come back up. Kutch is already 2 for 2 on the day. Wow, Brad Hand takes a hell of a swing, hits it to deep center field. That will be a third out, though. However, my opponent gets 6 runs in the bottom of the third, and we chase by 3. There we go. Chipper answers the call, solo shot to the left, and just like that, we get right back on the board and start chopping into that lead. Willie with the perfect. Willie Mays, perfect. There we go. We got a 1-out runner at first. Back to the top of the lineup. That's a fair ball. Wow, okay. So that's going to be a 2-out double by Griffey. Willie goes to third. Griffey's at second. I definitely thought that might have been a foul ball. It looks like, I guess, it landed fair, hopped over the bag in fair territory. I'm going to go ahead and give him the green light, see what happens. Ball 4. All right. So it's going to be up to Babe Ruth here, the great Bambino. He's done it once already. Let's see if he can do it twice. Damn, dotted me on the outside corner. Leaves the bases loaded. Couldn't pull the trigger. I thought it may have been a little off the plate. It wasn't. We leave him loaded. We can throw a slider in the dirt, see if we can get a chase. He does chase. Oh, man, that's so unfortunate. He finds a way to get the leadoff base hit. Dribbled through the infield. This top of this lineup, man, is killing me. I can't seem to get them out.
Runners at first and second. Rather might be two.
Get rid of it.
Off balance feet, there's one.
Damn, can't seem to get him, man. You're gonna stay there. That ball's hanging. However, that is gonna be in play, and that will be the third out. So Egg does do his job. It got a little dicey there for a second, but we're able to work out of a jam. A 2-runner on, nobody out jam. We leave them stranded. Going into the top of the 5th, we're down to 4-6.
Yeah. Little slider action.
Got me, man. I got to start getting to those pitches. He's living there, and I have not made him pay for it yet. So that's definitely an adjustment we're going to have to make going forward, is being able to get to those inside pitches, drop the bat head, send that ball over the right field wall.
When they put a wrinkle, change speeds, he's out in front.
Ball is on the early side of good. It's going to be a fly out to right. And that's the thing, like, if you're struggling in this game pitching, right, you realize an opponent has a weakness, whether they're very late on fastballs or, you know, they don't have a good eye for seeing those tough breaking pitches. Stay there. Don't be afraid to keep challenging them. Always try to go to that pitch if you can. Get ahead early in the count. Stay working with it. You know, and like I said, I've been throwing sliders inside. He starts queuing on it. There you go. All it takes is one swing to be on time one time, and you have to pay for it. Walter Johnson's good. He has the double outlier. However, only the 4-pitch mix. He only has the changeup. He doesn't really have that slider or that cutter that would really kind of help separate him from being, you know, an okay pitcher to an elite pitcher. It hurts, you know, unfortunately. So he didn't go as long as we wanted to. Opponent was able to make the adjustment. Aroldis Chapman comes in, throws 2 pitches, gets 2 outs, and we are to the top of the 6th this year. Pudge is going to drive that one to right center gap. That should be a leadoff double for Pudge. That's just what we need. Let's just keep getting swings like that, man. Just get the momentum in our favor. Start putting good swings together. Good things happen. All right, so it's time. So we're going to go Stan the Man Musial here. Yo, he drives that. Stan the Man comes in off the bench, ice cold, but his bat is fire. That a boy Stan. With that swing, we pull within 1, and we're back to the top of the lineup, right where we want to be for the Wizard. No, we're not at the Wizard. Are we? No, we are at the Wizard. Right at the Wizard. Ozzie Smith, I forgot he was a switch. Let's see if we can get a little triple action going. That's a perfect through the 6 hole. Ozzie Smith. Ken Griffey deep. Hey, the kid. And see, that's what I'm talking about. It's a momentum-based game, man. We score 2 runs, we get a single, the momentum's on our way, the next swing flies off the bat, and just like that, we're up.
Another one.
And we let it travel, and Babe sends it into the bullpen, possibly over the bullpen. Yeah, we're going over the bullpen for his 2nd home run of the night. The great Bambino strikes again, and we add another one to the lead. All right, down quickly 0-2. See what we can do. And just like that, I strike out. Wasn't able to wait on that circle change. However, we do score 5 runs in the top of the 6th to go up 9-7. Again, man, I swear Kutch has 3 flukes that have just found their way through the infield to get it over the infield through the shift. And again, Babe Ruth follows Kutch with a single, and we're in the same. I've seen this episode before. I've seen this 3 times this game. 2 runners on, nobody out, and now we have to try to pitch our way out of a jam. Ball hit through the right side. Griffey's coming up. Didn't get him. All right, quickly go ahead. I just fell for that. I cannot believe I fell for that. What am I doing? Wow, I gave him that run. He stole that run. Good for him, though. There we go. Chipper. There we go. Lead off single for Chipper. That ball is hammered. Our bench does it again. I have all my home run hitters, and they're all just nestled up to each other on the bench, wondering when they're going to get their opportunity to come in the game, because all game they have delivered late. Oh, my goodness, man. You see those pitches, those slow off-speed pitches, and you want to wait on them, but you're like, wait. When you go to swing, it's already too late. I want that to be a little bit more competitive. Got to put it a little bit closer if we're going to get a swing, just like that. Put it just close enough, they'll swing at it. That is one card that I haven't really used a lot this year. He looks great. I mean, he plays almost everywhere. His contact is very high. His power is on the little bit of lacking side. However, it works out in our favor there. We go 1, 2, 3, big inning for Billy Wagner there. Wags on the mound, getting it done. We take a 2-run lead going into the top of the 8th.
1-2 now.
That's gonna be back up the middle. However, that's probably gonna be an out. Oh no, we beat it out. Mickey Mantle hustling out of the box. Leadoff single. Thought he was coming fast there on the inside part of the plate. It's gonna be 6-hole. Chipper's gonna make the play. Oh, we're safe, man. What is going on with his infield? Chipper's giving him hell this inning at shortstop. We've had 2 singles we beat out from the shortstop position. George Brett makes a play at first base on the backhand. We leave 2 runners on going into the bottom of the 8th. We're gonna send Wagner back out there for another inning. Kept his pitch count down, didn't get hit around. Confidence and energy still there. And let's go back out. Let's go soft away, see if we can get him swinging early. We got him swinging. Ozzy the Wizard up with it, throw across. There we go, 2 outs here. There we go. There it is. Wagner comes in, 6 up, 6 down. Can't ask for anything more out of a relief pitcher. He does his job. He gives us a chance, keeps the game where it's at. It's up to us now to go out there and get it done on the offensive side. Pudge gets underneath it. Oh, that's gonna carry. Look at Pudge out of the zone. Home run, flick of the wrist, and Pudge strikes in the top of the 9th, and we get a 3-run lead thanks to number 7. All right, so we're gonna go Iron Horse. No, not Iron Horse. Yeah, Lou Gehrig. Wow, this whole time I've been referring to Walter Johnson as the Iron Horse, and Walter Johnson is actually the Big Train. Whoops. Lou Gehrig is the Iron Horse. There you go. Just keep fighting, man. You may get that pitch so you can line in for a base hit. That ball is absolutely crushed, and that's going to be a 2-run shot from Mickey, and that's why it's so important to keep fighting even with 2 outs, man. You get that 2-out single, you get the next guy to the plate, and good things can happen. And just like that, the Commerce Comet himself, Mickey Mantle, puts us up 5. Oh, bad swing by me. Bad swing by me. And there it is, ground ball to shortstop. Ozzy up with it, throw across the diamond. Ball game, ladies and gentlemen. The legendary nickname team gets the W. Great offensive showing by both of us, to be honest with you, man. That was an absolute burner of a game. 23 runs scored, 35 hits, I think is what it's gonna say at the end of this. What an absolute game. Yeah, so the final score ends up being 14-9. My 20 hits versus his 15. Player of the game, Babe Ruth, 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, but there was a great showing all across the board. If you see there under the notable players, Babe Ruth 2 for 6, 2 home runs. Griffey 3 for 6 with a home run, 2 RBIs. Mickey Mantle getting in on the long ball with 2 RBIs. Ivan Rodriguez getting a long ball. And then off the bench, like I said, Stan the Man Musial with a home run. And then you had Willie Mays coming in with the perfect. Eddie Matthews coming in off the bench with a home run. The bench came up huge in this game. Well, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below and let me know a legendary player's nickname that you may not have seen on this team. Let me know what your favorite one is. There's tons of them out there. I mean, just to name a few, I mean, there's the Big Unit, the Big Hurt. You know, those are 2 big players that weren't necessarily on this team, but their nicknames are monumental to the game of baseball. I mean, if you're a baseball head and a seam head, there's no way you don't know those guys, right? Randy Johnson, Frank Thomas. So make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite nickname is of a legendary player, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. Until next time, guys, have a great one and see you then.